get out of poverty.
Alright, well, name Young KB. I was born here, but I ended up growing up in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, Wilmington, and a little bit of Raleigh as well. I was out there for about basically my whole childhood until I got out here, probably like high school type shit. But North Carolina is very different than here, I could say. You know, we actually moved out of there because it was just a bad area and things like that, so we had to get out of that environment. So we ended up coming here with my family, things like that, to just basically take care of business. But overall, like, I always miss my hometown. Raleigh, Wilmington, Winston-Salem will always be, you know, a part of my heart. But also Colorado is also up in my heart as well, because, you know, I was born here originally before I moved out to North Carolina. But yeah, born here, Colorado, raised North Carolina, and then coming back years later.
You know I'm always hitting more than one. Yeah.
Honestly, about them two, about the Baby and J. Cole, they give me inspiration, just that it's possible. I mean, I don't really look on to them guys like that specifically, because it's like the life that I live is like I have a lot of stuff going on, so I actually get inspiration from my life as well. So it's like with those two, yeah, they always give me a good example of role model situation, because J. Cole is a very lyrical rapper while the Baby is making an impact right now in the game. So I mean, both of those, yeah, they're very good artists, and like they inspired me to basically it can happen. Like, it's a possibility. It's not like a dream that you try to reach for and it's not there, things like that. So, but yeah, they give me inspiration. They tell me that, you know, it's possible. Well, the Springs is basically like family to me. I fuck with the Springs heavy. Colorado as a whole, I actually fuck with Colorado as a whole because also, I mean, they also made weed legal. But other than that, Colorado is also a great place. There's a lot of people that say it's not a great place to be, things like that, but it's just specifically for a certain person. Like, you just have to be that type of person. But the Springs mean, like, it's basically an underground. We got a lot of talent in the Colorado as a whole, but in the Springs there's a lot of talent. The Springs is just, to me, is showing me that the Springs is trying to come up in a way, just like Denver in a way. They're trying to come up from the talent that we have here. And I fuck with Springs because I've been like all around Springs, so I met a lot of people here since I moved out here. But the people here are very nice, and they know what they want to do. The effort may not be there, but they have the idea, and we got the keys and the thoughts and the levels to be able to bring whatever situation that we want to make. Like, if you want to be a rapper, if you want to open up a shop, things like that. Springs is really evolving, but I really fuck with the Springs just because of the people that I met here, just the close ones that I met, and just it's more safe than other places, I can say that. But other than that, like, the Springs just mean basically it's an environment that's improving, and it's going to improve no matter what. Well, first, Colorado, there's a lot of different varieties of artists here in Colorado. I heard a lot. Some people do sound the same, but there are some artists that I have actually met out here. Just the way my life went, I actually met out here that actually really got some raw talent music that I've heard, because it also gave me inspiration as well, because in the music that I heard from them, it also made me better to where how I want to better my sound, my lyrics, my beat choices, and just the things that I want to be able to control. But the people here, the artists here, they got potential. They really do got potential, just like me. They really do got potential. So it's just like, it's either to where how we're going to be able to get that out, how the people are going to be able to see it. But I don't really work with too many artists out here because it's just the way I am. It's just I don't really need a feature like that. It's just I've developed all different types of like versatility with the music. So any like melodic rapping, trapping, don't matter what it is. It's just that's just something that I had to build on for a couple of years now. So it's like I had to work hard for that. But there have been some artists that I did work out here with, and it was for a purpose, because I don't feature with anybody that just to do it. Like, I'm actually making a song for that. I think about the artists I want to put on there, some specific sound, vibe. I need that specific, I need that music that'll make you feel. That's why I like making music. It makes you feel. So I pick selective artists that I want to be on my song, or if they choose me to be on their song, I'll be very selective with that. So, I mean, it's no offense to any other artist, just the way I am. Like I said, so.
Keep it real, got you on the lot like I'm closing up the seal.
My brand right now is GON and Zone Stars. These brands are going to come. I have very belief in these brands because GON is or was originally a group of niggas. That's the way me and my bros started the group. Because before we was even like making music like that, that's how we started the group. But actually, I ended up changing the abbreviation to Generation of Notes. So it's music content, just all different type of artists that's in this one group. Basically, it's one branch, and it's like any other artist that's under that, they can have their own little thing going at it as well. Because actually, Zone Stars is the actual top branch. GON is under that. Is under that. So underneath those is going to be artists that's a part of this group, and it's like anything else that they have, it's their little stem that you have. I know you see like, you know, little web type thing going on, but yeah, they could be able to expand their brand. It's not like saying like it's just GON. Like, there's so many other type of things that can be going on in just this one thing that's going on. So it's called Generation of Notes. Zone Stars is actually was created by my boy Boomin, JR Boomin. So Zone Stars is basically saying you can have a star in every zone. So like any state, there could be a star. There's literally a star in every state. Think about music-wise, there's at least one hot artist or a couple artists that are hot because they're stars in that zone. So we're gonna make that worldwide, and we're gonna make clothing. We're gonna make interviews. There's gonna be things going on with those. So I'm very excited for those coming up in the future. Man, rap, music in general, that shit saved a lot for my life. But I personally like doing music just because it makes me feel, and it's just, I can make a difference in the world. Because it's like, if you look at the world, hip hop is basically the #1, genre, basically the #1 thing out there that everybody listens to. It's like, it's not like odd. It's the thing. Hip hop is literally needed in the world. So it's like, when I could be able to get into the booth and make a song that makes me feel, or make anybody else that relates to it, it means I'm doing something right. But also, it's just a great feeling because it's like my life, like I said, my life inspires me to make the music. That's the whole reason. I don't have no inspiration on other people or any like celebrities that actually inspire me to, no, none of that. It's like my own life actually inspired me to make music. So it's just all the things that I've been through, I actually put that into songs. So I can make some, jiggy shit just for the fuck of it, just for the fun of it. But it's like sometimes I really like making music for the feel. And it's like I don't put anything out. I put everything out that's, about quality. And it's just me being the artist, I feel like I could be the artist in the world. I will be the artist in the world. I believe that. And it just, I'm just one of them. It's just gonna take, that's all it is. It's just gonna take time. That's all it is for me. It's just gonna take time. But also at the same time, I need to keep myself available and saying that I need to work hard at this every day. So it's like, I don't really want to spit too much and rant on it, but it just, those are things that inspire me. My life inspired me to make this music, and this music's what really matters, and it's gonna matter to the world.
Just rock hard. Catch me fucking on a pop star.
Alright, the Trappers, Trappers was actually, I was inspired to make that song. It was a song that Tory Lanez called Shooters. It was a shooter song he had. It actually inspired me to make it because when I look back on my life, all my bros, it was like they were actually doing something, they were hustling. When I say trapping, it's not like I really mean like always cooking up. Like I do have bros like that, but you know, always cooking up like in the kitchen type shit or just making something happen. But it's just, I'm just talking about hustling, straight hustling, just to get into the bag some kind of way. So I made that song, and I believe I hit VBS because VBS is the best artist. Well, first of all, I want to say the best videographer out there in Colorado. Basically, my boy Penny ended up meeting Penny Taylor. He's also an artist, a part of G&Win. He ended up meeting this guy VBS. I think, yeah, the guy VBS. He originally made a video for him, and I ended up meeting him through him. So I ended up wanting him to make my video. So it was just regular connections that just happened like that. But when I made the Trappers video, it was dope because how the process went, because it took us almost about a month to make. So there were scenes I did in front of my bro crib, and it was basically the crib that I used to be over all the time. Like, we're not friends to this day, but I used to be over there all the time, like playing the game type shit, or I rap or write my raps over there. He'll basically just, you know, welcome a nigga every time. But I did it in front of his yard, and there was actually, it's a funny story because there was actually a one lady that was just a next door neighbor. She looked about 70, wanted to hit the blunt outside. Still got the video of it, but it said I wanted to hit the blunt outside on the sidewalk. Like, I was sitting there just amazed about the situation that's going on. I'm like, first of all, I don't think you should be doing this, because she's a little too old for her else. She's a little too old for her else. But anyways, going back into the video, we ended up making that scene. I ended up having two women in the video. That it was a crazy moment, because at the time when I was filming it, I was at my bro's Phillips spot, and Louise spot, and we ended up having these girls come through just to be in the video, and the weather just fucked everything up. It just started pouring, raining at the time, and I wasn't even sure if we was gonna be able to show up, because, you know, it's a part of the video that I needed done. But they ended up showing up. We got the video accomplished. We did some other nighttime scenes that was actually pretty dope, because it was just a dope experience, because I really made the song for all my niggas. Basically, it's just all the hustlers that been doing their thing, all the, you know, sell what they got to sell, all my trappers. Like, that song is basically for y'all. It's just explaining exactly what y'all have to go through, or things you may be thinking. But that song was originally made for y'all. It was just because, I mean, I've done it before in my life, but it's just like, that's not what I do. But it's just all my niggas around me just so happen to do it. So Trapper's a very good song that I'm actually glad I made. And I also have in the beginning of the song, my boy Jamaica is actually the guy in the beginning of it. If you hear that Jamaican talk, he's from Jamaica. That's my boy Jamaica from Your Root Boy. Living out of Cali, shout out to my nigga. But yeah, he's actually in the beginning of the skit. But actually, there's going to be a video that comes out that I already have the song out for. It's actually going to be a sequel that came from Trappers that's going into the next one. So that's kind of what I was talking about. But other than that, yeah, Trappers was a good record that I seen, you know, that I made.
My bitches be way too perfect be fucking with you. Hell no.
I got some new. Yes, I do. I have some new releases that's coming out. I already have my latest one is MIOP, Make It Out of Poverty. That's a song I did with my boy J Matt. It's really, that song is really meaning something, because it's just basically making it out of any situation that you're in. It's just like, nobody's rich. Well, people the least that I know, and I know the same thing. So it's like, we're not rich, but at the same time, we're trying to make it out of the situation that we want to be better. But other than that, I have a single, I'm That Nigga, and I do have a video coming for that very soon. It may drop in the next week or so, depending on when this film comes out. But in a week from now, it's supposed to drop. Excuse me. It's supposed to drop on YouTube. I'll be after that, I'm gonna have another single that also comes out, and I have thing that's backed up. That I got the summer covered. I definitely have the summer cover. I have a couple videos that I'm going to be making with VBS and another videographer, Draco. But The new releases, yeah, I'm that nigga. I have MIOP out. Please go listen to those on SoundCloud right now. They are really hitting up the charts, and they really mean something. If you want to hear good music, just listen to those. Listen to those. You can check my other songs out on there, but I have way more music. I have way more vlogs coming. I have way more content coming. I've just been keeping it in the vault just so this summer could be booming. You feel me? Word to JR.
Get on my face. I really pull up to you on your own place.
Yeah, UWE, I have a good relationship with them. Them people were the first people to believe in me and the music. I remember Floyd, CEO of UWE, and Trevor, gave me opportunity to perform for one of their parties. It was one of their events. They gave me an opportunity to perform, and ever since then, it's just been like locked in. I will always give them very much respect because of what they're doing and how they're doing it. Very shout out to you guys. I will always give you guys respect. Yeah, I had plenty of shows with these guys. I had a show, K-Camp, that was a very recent one that I had with them, and it was a good experience, and I'm glad they were able to believe in the guy to really do it, because the whole thing was really well put together. I was able to know everything. Things were very solid. Things didn't go like bad or anything like that. So I also did other shows like the All White, yeah, UWE is a great place to be able to party, bring your people, be able to connect, and it's a very good organization because they're very worldwide. Shout out to Alaska and all them out there too as well. So yeah, good relationship with them. I would give them all respect. Salute to them guys. I appreciate everything that you done for a nigga. So just know that when a nigga blow, niggas gonna give you the most respect. Thank you. For real.
There's some niggas that didn't keep it real for me.
Well, shows, I'm not really too keen on shows right now because I've been through so many shows that just show me like sometimes it's not even worth it. Some shows are really not even worth it like that. It just depends on like the connections you got and what you got going on. It's just, I'm not too keen on shows. I'm really just getting in the booth and just making sure I'm making music. Shows, I've always said, if you've never seen a Young KB show, make sure you make it to one. Soon I may do a show. I do have, a matter of fact, I do have one show that's coming up, but it's very organized. But other than that, I don't really key on those shows because it just depends on what's going on and what you got going on. Like, I'm in the booth right now, I'm making a project right now, so I'm not really too keen on like really doing shows like that. But they are a good experience. Like, I advise that any young artist like really do shows. It is a good experience to have.
I'm gonna make it. Haters hate.
Man, you should really. Everybody should tune in to 96 Kid because it's really going to explain about life. It's really going to explain about relations that I've been through, that hopefully that you guys have been through, or anybody that have been through. There's going to be 90s type vibes on there. I do have a lot of samples. But it's not going to be all samples on the project. It's going to be different versatilities of songs as well. It's not going to be the same type thing. So. And you're going to get a storyline. And the best part about it is like there's going to be about 3 skits in there that you're going to be able to hear that have happened throughout going on through making this project, because I talked about this project for about a year now, and it's just I'm able to make it now, so it's very something special because it explains just what I've been through and like what can happen to the world. I mean, maybe spitting some key things, you know what I'm saying? But I got rap in there, I got melodic things, I got women on the project, I got women artists on the project that's really going to kill it. I have great features that's on the project, but right now I'm pulling out singles, so just be tuned in. It will come this summer. 96 Kid will drop this summer, so make sure you look at those. Just tune in to what I got going on because it's going to be a rocket. You feel me?
Stop, my nigga. Why is you playing, my nigga? Where's your team, my nigga?
The beat selection for 96 Kid. I listened to a lot of beats. I've listened to a lot of beats, but it was only select ones that I had in my life to where it was a like important deal that was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I had times where when I did a song and I had the beat, it was a significant time that happened about being with the people I was around. They were teaching me things. It was like when I made that song, it came out great. So it was like the beat selection, like what inspired me to beat selection is just the time zones and phases that I have going on. So it's like if I hear a good beat and it's like the time that it's happening, I'll be able to record it, and it's just, you know what I'm saying. I won't really pick beats that are just not hitting right. Honestly, I just don't do that. Like I have done songs that I can do any beat, I can do any type of beat, but just the very select ones that give me. The beat has to basically tell a story without even my lyrics being on it. That's how I got a beat to me. As long as I know that, then I know. Then I will record the song. So.
Act, my nigga. Get out the way, little nigga.
Hell no. I'm fucking with you. I was just smoking a whole fat ass joint just now. Yeah. I smoke. I don't smoke excessively, but it's like from time to time I do. I used to smoke way more than I used to, for damn sure. But kind of slowed down. But I try not to be around Boo too much. But other than that, like yeah, I smoke. What kind of fucking question is that, man? You really gonna answer that shit? Next question, fool. You really gonna answer that shit, nigga? Niggas already know I'm always smoking gas, fool. He got a nigga mad, got his arm crossed. Alright, but I'm always smoking gas, fool. Oh, I just had a funny time with, like, the first time I smoked weed, I spent like $30 on McDonald's and passed out at the table. Like that was, and my brother came to get me. That was about it. Got beaten 1-on-1 at the gym. Then went home, fell asleep. That was about it. But that was about the funniest time I ever had. Like the first time I smoked weed, I spent about $30 at McDonald's. Dead ass, no lie, no cap. In the future, to invest, I'm gonna just do it for nothing. If I were to go into it, I'm gonna make sure I invest, but not anytime soon.
Spend my feelings to you. There's no limits, baby. Yeah, there's no is no.
Never be on fucking time, or not answer their damn phone. Phone be dead as shit every time. That's exact. Dead ass, like niggas don't know how to show up. They lie to a nigga every time around the corner. Nigga, never. Phone be dead. Nigga wake up at 12. You still need that? Like, no. Nah. Yeah, I got about 100 more reasons why I hate weed men, but it's like we need them in the world at the same time. I can't just like really do need them niggas.
Keep my heat on me close. He'll figure on now. You think I'm doing the most.
Nipsey Hussle death. Just know that he will be a legend just because he affected people that wasn't even fans of him. People that probably didn't even listen to him. Like my bro don't even listen to this guy, but he actually felt it. He felt why people were sad. He just felt like some of his heart was missed because this shit was gone. You feel me? Like, it was like a real life legend that really died. It was like, it's our generation of Tupac and Biggie when they died. This is our generation. Like we actually seen Nipsey Hussle die like that. So that was a tragic time, but you know, R.I.P. to him, R.I.P. Nipsey. Give my prayers out to Laura London and her family as well, Nipsey's family as well. So yeah, it affected a lot of people. Affected a lot of tough niggas. Affected a lot of weak niggas. Affected a lot of gang niggas. Like that was something. So just learn from it. Like just cherish everybody the same, man. Like you don't know when you're gonna be gone the next day, man. Just make sure you cherish the people around you, bro. Take care of your people. Nah. I don't think it should. Because like if you're doing it, just know that you're a hero. You're a neighborhood hero, basically. Like dying for something. Like I don't think that's of course I wouldn't want that to happen. They were just saying like if I were to die off the rapping and me spending some real shit, it's just like I'd be mad at, dying, of course, but I will understand that I did something right. So it's like, nah, I wouldn't be scared to just rap because of that situation. Just know what you're doing and just watch your back, basically. But I wouldn't be scared. I know I'm not scared to keep rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm keep going with the shit, you feel me? Oh, that's my nigga. That is my nigga. Johnny, that's my guy. AML recording. If you guys have not been there, y'all need to go there and record your music. That's the best sound that's going on in the Springs. Like, that's where you need to record your music at. That guy is great. Like, he give you great hospitality, he give you great vibes. Like, he even offer you some damn water, like, when you need it. Like, he got the refrigerator ready for you. But it's a great vibe in there. Like, he's very hands-on. He'll really, like, work with you. Like, he won't just do it for the money. Like, he'll really do it because he really care about the sound of it. So, shout out to him, salute to him. Please go to AML to record your music. Like, quit all that trash that y'all be trying to record with. Like, have the right equipment. But yes, go to AML. Shout out to him, and you know, blessing to him. Man, I'm here to really make a difference, man. Like, I don't really do a lot of talking. I like doing a lot of talking. You feel me? Like, cause I don't even like Twitter. I don't like Facebook. Like, I don't even like these apps. I don't like doing none of that talking. Like, I'm really working hard for these things, and these things are about to be quality. Like, they're going to be worth it. Like, when I say they're going to be hard, like, they're really going to be something that actually makes a difference and something that you can actually listen to on a day-to-day basis. Like, I have a lot of good music on the way. I have a lot of more memories to create. I got more things to share to people. So, just 96 Kid will be dropping this summer. I will make sure that I will be able to get more content out because that was my problem back then. But I'm gonna make sure I give out the most generous. Shout out all the artists out here in Colorado. Please don't take this as like if I'm hating on any nigga during this whole video. Just none of that. I appreciate everybody's work. I just do my own thing. But yeah, look for the 96 Kids. Gonna be a whole bunch of vibes, man. I have a whole bunch of samples, 2000s, from the 90s. I have great features on there. It's going to be good quality music, all variety. So just tune in for that. Appreciate the interview. Colorado booming. Feel me? Check out their Instagram. Make sure you go to that. Young KB on all social media. And my music will be dropping on Spinrilla and Apple Music. So pop out, my